These are some of the most stunning crystals I have ever worked with. Shangaan Amethyst. Let's dive into their energy and see why they're so special. These are also known as the Stone of the Violet Flame. They're connected with, or can help you connect with, Lemuria and Atlantis, and help you discover more of your own divine inner enlightenment. These beauties are only found in Shangaan, Zimbabwe. So there's a village named Shangaan, and that's how these guys got their name. The amethyst is actually formed around a rod or a point of clear quartz. You can kind of see that really clearly here. This little guy, these energies, they're very powerful, and because they have clear quartz running within them, they also provide protection as well as magnification of the amethyst energy. And this one is GMS 103. These are incredible. Yes, that's my opinion. This guy, look at that. It is just beautiful. When I saw these at one of the Tucson Gem and Mineral shows, actually it was one of the fall shows, and wow, just wow. This is 104. These are in my shop currently. Am I going to get any more after these are all gone? The answer is probably not, more than likely no. This one has like 2 points. Here's one and here's the other. Look how dark, deep purple this is. And there's like another little point forming there. And here is its clear quartz rod. This is GMS. Whoops, there we go. 108. 108. So what can you do with these guys? How about tapping into the cosmos, the universe, your guides, through your crown chakra, clearing it out so that you can then connect more openly, more deeply. And this one is 107. These are in the amethyst. No, that's, well, actually they're in the rare crystals collection. And this one, look at how beautiful. Huge. The rod of clear quartz goes all the way through, and this point, this beautiful amethyst point, has been forming, or did form, around the clear quartz. This one is GMS 109. It was a hard decision when choosing these particular ones because they're all so amazing. This one has a much longer rod. And look at the different colors. You can see the rod in this one almost all the way through. I think it's so interesting how these have actually formed around the rods of clear quartz. This is GMS 110. So what's the big deal about connecting to your guides through your crown chakra? How about connecting with source? Look at the deep purple, and you can kind of see, it looks a little, if I hold it against my finger, you can see that part of an amethyst. It almost has like, wow, this one has a rainbow in it actually. That's awesome. Okay, so this one has a smaller rod, and the clear quartz in between, or in through it, not in between, is actually inside this one as well. They all are. And the deeper the purple, now this is my understanding of amethyst, especially from these beautiful pieces, is that This one kind of looks like it might have some phantom in it, because there's that on the inside where it started forming into amethyst itself. So this one would be very, very good for manifestation. Well, there you go. 111. The magical number for manifestation, opening portals, those kinds of things. So the big deal about working with your crown chakra is that you can connect with your guides, of course, the angelic realm, your guardian angels, specific angels, the ascended masters, for insights, understanding and recognizing your intuitive hits, the ones you're being given, the messages, the nudges. Look at the beautiful, beautiful purple of this one. Wow. Wow. This is where somebody else was up against it, or it hadn't quite formed yet. This is amazing. And with the clear quartz base, these are more powerful than amethyst by itself. And this is GMS 112. This is a big point. If you wanted to increase or elevate the energies of these beauties, you can add a piece of clear quartz next to it. This one point here, and you had one starting there. Look at that. See? It kind of, this one is kind of, but that's more clear quartz, so it hadn't started turning or morphing, hello, into amethyst yet. So it has a very big quartz rod, and this guy actually formed on one side of the quartz rod. Isn't that amazing? This is GMS 113. So you've got one point here, got a little baby one there, and then one right here. These are the only ones we have, and I won't be getting any more. So once these beauties are gone, that's it. This one is GMS 114. The color on this is stunning. You can see more of the clear quartz rod. And even on its base piece here, it started to transform into amethyst. This one is exquisite. And you've got some very, very deep, deep amethyst in there. 114. 114. And here's a cutie. I'll put that back. There we go. This one, oh my gosh. Look at the shape. This is clear quartz just beginning to transform, to morph into amethyst. And the point is very, very deep with still some clear quartz. So you can kind of see how it started to transform and change. Isn't this awesome? It would be this one, which is 115, would be very good for transforming, transcending, and transmutation, because you have the different stages. You've got clear quartz, and it goes all the way up to the amethyst point there. Awesome. This next one is the only one that has so many points and is almost cluster-like. Look at that. Look at it. Here is its initial piece or original quartz rod, and this beauty, you've got some clear quartz there as well, just started transforming. So you've got clear quartz. This is really like a little cluster of them. A few of these Shangaan Amethysts do have more than one point, but this is the only one that actually has so many points in different stages of transformation. Clear quartz, little bit of amethyst, more amethyst, and the most amethyst. Beautiful. This is GMS 116. This guy has some deep, look at that. It really is clear quartz that is transforming or began to transform into amethyst. And in the center there, you have a little phantom. So you've got one huge point. So you can see it there. See? Right there. This is one point. Here's another point. And here's the larger point on this piece. The larger point is primarily clear quartz. So what's the big deal about Lemuria? Well, ancient esoteric wisdom, knowledge, tapping into your Akashic records, tapping into some really pure high vibe energies, and Atlantis. Well, they really had something going on, didn't they, Atlantis? This is GM 117. Just gorgeous. Now this next one is interesting. It is, so you've got two rods. Here's one rod of clear quartz, and the other one is here with amethyst at its base and amethyst at its tip or its point, its termination. And you have a little more amethyst here. So this one, and look at that. This one would be good for, just give me a minute while I tap into its energy. Okay, protecting your spiritual path, because clear quartz is all about protection, magnification of energies, and then the amethyst through your crown chakra for intuitive insights, inner enlightenment, and this one, protection, GMS 119, protection along your path. You know, it's not always easy to open up, to be open to the cosmos, to source, to your guides. It just isn't. Look at this beauty. Look at all of the interesting facets on the inside. And you've got a little baby guy right there. This is a huge point. And 1 second. I'm looking on the other. All right, so right here, right there, is part of a phantom. Yep. Okay, this one is primarily a phantom Shangaan, meaning pieces, parts of this guy started to form, and then it quit, and then it gave, it formed around itself. And there's an inside point. It looks like that to me. So again, manifestation through your crown chakra. You could hold these to your crown chakra. You can, this is GMS 120. You can put them near your bedside, put them on your sacred space, and working with them during meditation, hold it in your hand. You could cup your hands. I like to do this with larger pieces, but even this little guy, you just hold them in your hand, and you can feel the energy. It would also be about, really connecting with them. Look at this one. So you have this big point, and then you have a not so small little guy who's actually double terminated. This is natural. Look at that. Termination. And here's the rod. It's just stunning. And this is GM121. So what happens with these? I use mine to elevate, to raise my inner vibration, and just really connect with my own angels, the universe, source itself. So thanks for watching. If you loved these crystals, check out my online store to see what's available. And don't forget to subscribe for more crystal showcases and energy insights. See you next time, beautiful soul.